Hello and welcome to another Spikemark Tech Tip. I'm Mike Wade, Director of Technical Services here at Creative Connors, and today we're going to be looking at our log viewer. It's the easiest way to view, sort, and search through the mysterious Spikemark log files in any web browser. It even works on phones. There are a couple ways to get to our log viewer app. The first is from our homepage, creativeconnors.com. Once you're there, scroll down to the software section and give it a click. You can scroll all the way down to the bottom and click on the big orange Go to Log Viewer button. I've just clicked that and pressed Control at the same time to open it in a new tab. Alternatively, instead of going to the home page, you can just type into your browser navigation window creativeconnors.com/logviewer.html. If you want to cut down on even more clicks than that, you could simply bookmark that page so that you've got it at hand every time you need it. And to the 2 or 3 folks out there who are still die-hard Microsoft Silverlight fans and are using the original log viewer, we have now officially retired that from service. So you're going to have to make the change, even though change is hard, over to our new and improved log viewer app. Once you're at the log viewer page, it's nothing but a blank canvas. So we have to find our log viewer file, our log file, in order to load it into the view. To do that, you just simply click the Browse button. But as you might notice here, I just clicked the Browse button, and my file upload directory is the directory that popped up from Firefox to tell me that's where my log files are, which any diehard Spikemark user is going to know that is incorrect. So the easiest way to get to that directory is to switch over to Spikemark and go to Help and Reveal Log. And this is going to pop open an Explorer window showing you the correct file path, which is buried deep down in the Windows universe. Mine is Mike App Data Roaming Creative Connors Spikemark 4.4.2.0. So the quickest path there is to highlight it and press Control C and swing back over to our log viewer. Click on the Browse button again. Paste that information right into the top, and then here we are. We've now looking in the right directory, and we've got 2 files in there. I'm going to open the top one here, and once it loads, we've now populated our log viewer page. If you take a look here, there's now a whole bunch of information. Now, not only do we have the Browse menu, but we also have the Show box, which gives us how many entries we want to see on one page at one time. You can click on that to reveal a few choices for you from 15 all the way up to 10,000. In this case, I'm going to go to 100 and then be able to see 100 of these entries on the first page as we go down here. And then, as you'll notice down at the bottom, we can go previous and then a pile of page numbers, and then next all the way at the side we're showing 1 to 100 of 985 log entries. These navigation buttons at the bottom allow you to easily click to the next page or several pages ahead if you know that you've got to quickly jump through. Like, we know that our log entry didn't happen until 10 p.m. We could scooch all the way forward and then maybe get there a little quicker. If we look back up at the top here at the headers on our pages, we have the opportunity now to sort by each column. So we can sort by the column number or by the source or the message or the severity or the timestamp. And you could see, if you look at the timestamp, you might find that that it maybe doesn't coincide perfectly with the line numbers, and that's just because of how quickly things happen in the background in Spikemark. So also up here in the search box, we can type in any words or strings that we want to try and find. So I just typed in current, and now it has returned all of the log entries that have current in the message. So it's pretty handy if you're trying to find a specific instance, or if you know what you're looking for in like a value error. It's the cursed position error. And last but not least, in the navigation pane here, we've got at least one, if not two, scroll bars. So I have a scroll bar for the window, and then I also have a scroll bar for the number of entries. So if I delete current from there and I go back to my normal entries, I'm starting at line 0, and now I can scroll through all of these individually and take a look at the page to then get to the bottom, to the footer. That about covers it for our log viewer program. Feel free to drop us a line at support@creativeconners.com if you've got any questions, or more importantly, if you're looking at your log file and you're not quite sure what's happening, do not hesitate to drop us an email with the log file and the show file, and we'll take a look at it and get back to you as soon as we can. Thanks a lot for listening. I hope you have a good night.